Hello, and welcome to our channel. Do you often feel troubled by the opinions of others? Are you constantly worried about what people might say or think of you? If so, then you might have heard Carl Jung's famous quote, "Stop caring." While it may seem simple, this advice can be a game changer in your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. In this video, we'll discuss what it really means to stop caring, how it can help you live a better life, and how to put it into practice in your day-to-day life. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover the power of not caring. What does stop caring really mean? Oftentimes we hear the phrase, "stop caring," and immediately think it means to be indifferent or unfeeling. However, that's far from what Jung intended when he said those words. Let's take a closer look at the meaning behind his words. Imagine a busy city street filled with people going about their daily lives. Each person has their own destination, their own thoughts, and their own problems to solve. Amidst all the noise and activity, you find yourself feeling overwhelmed and anxious. You can't help but worry about what everyone around you thinks of you and your actions. You start to feel trapped by the expectations of others and the pressure to conform. But then you remember Jung's words, "Stop caring." At first, it seems easier said than done, but as you continue to reflect on his words, you realize that they hold a profound truth. It's not about being indifferent or unfeeling. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the unnecessary burden of caring too much about external opinions. When you truly understand this, you feel a sense of relief wash over you. It's like a weight has been lifted from your shoulders. You start to see that the only person whose opinion truly matters is your own. You realize that your worth is not determined by what others think of you. The unconscious and external influences. Jung believed that our unconscious mind plays a significant role in shaping our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. He thought that many of our actions are driven by hidden motives and complexes that we're not even aware of. As we grow up, we're exposed to various influences from our environment, such as our upbringing, family, friends, and society. These influences shape our unconscious mind and form a collective shadow that Jung referred to as the archetype. This archetype is composed of universal human experiences and symbols that have been passed down through generations. It's like an invisible force that can shape our perceptions and behaviors without us even realizing it. Think about it this way. Imagine that you're a captain steering a ship through stormy waters. The waves are crashing against the ship and the wind is trying to push you off course, but you stay focused and steady, keeping your eyes on the horizon. Just like the captain of the ship, you need to be in control of your own mind and emotions, especially when faced with challenges and setbacks. If you allow the chaos of external influences to overwhelm you, you'll lose your sense of direction and end up going off course. Jung's shadow. Confronting our projections. Jung believed that we often project our own negative traits, feelings, and complexes onto others. This projection creates a false sense of reality where we see the qualities we dislike in ourselves as belonging to someone else. It's like looking in a distorted mirror and seeing a distorted version of yourself. Think about it this way. Have you ever met someone who irritates you for no apparent reason? Or maybe you find yourself getting angry at a stranger on the street. Chances are that this reaction is not because of anything the other person has actually done. Instead, it's a projection of your own negative emotions and traits that you've rejected in yourself. By recognizing this pattern of projection, you can start to break down the barriers between your conscious and unconscious mind. This allows you to see the bigger picture and understand that the conflict is not really with the person in front of you, but with yourself. The art of being unshakable. In Jungian psychology, the term unshakable refers to one's ability to maintain inner peace and stability, regardless of what's happening in the external world. It's the ability to remain grounded and centered amidst the chaos and uncertainty of life. Imagine a tall, sturdy tree standing strong in the midst of a raging storm. The wind is howling and the branches are swaying, but the tree remains rooted firmly in the ground. Similarly, when you're unshakable, you can weather any storm that comes your way without losing your balance or your sense of self. To cultivate this unshakable state of mind, it's important to develop a strong sense of self-awareness and self-acceptance. This means taking the time to understand your own thoughts, feelings, and motivations, as well as accepting both the positive and negative aspects of yourself. How to apply these concepts in your everyday life. Putting Jung's ideas into practice in your everyday life may seem daunting, but it's simpler than you might think. Here are a few ways to start applying these concepts today. Self-knowledge. One of the most important steps you can take is to get to know yourself better. Take some time each day to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Ask yourself why you think and feel a certain way. Understanding your motivations and desires will help you determine what truly matters to you. This will also help you identify any negative thought patterns or beliefs that may be holding you back. For example, if you find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others, ask yourself why you feel the need to do so. Is it because you feel insecure or inadequate? By becoming more aware of your thought patterns, you can start to challenge them and replace them with more positive and affirming thoughts. Embrace the shadow. Another way to apply Jung's ideas is to embrace your shadow. This means acknowledging and accepting the parts of yourself that you may find unpleasant or unacceptable. It's important to remember that there is no such thing as good or bad traits. Every quality, whether positive or negative, is part of what makes you unique. By embracing your shadow, you can start to break down the barriers between your conscious and unconscious mind. This will allow you to become more whole and integrated. You can start by identifying the qualities that you find most challenging to accept in yourself. Once you've identified these qualities, take some time to explore why you find them so difficult to accept. With time and self-reflection, you'll start to see that these qualities are simply part of what makes you human. Detach from external expectations. Detachment doesn't mean being uncaring or indifferent. Rather, it means recognizing that you cannot control the thoughts and actions of others. When you stop trying to control external factors, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and anxiety. It's important to remember that your worth is not determined by what others think of you. You don't need to seek validation from anyone other than yourself. Start by setting healthy boundaries and stick to them. This may mean saying no to requests or invitations that you don't feel comfortable with. It's also important to be assertive in communicating your needs and wants. When you learn to detach from external expectations, you'll start to feel a sense of inner peace and freedom. Live in the now. Living in the present moment means being fully aware and engaged in what's happening right now. When you focus on the present moment, you stop worrying about the future or the past. The future is uncertain, and dwelling on it will only cause unnecessary stress and anxiety. Similarly, while the past cannot be changed, dwelling on it will only prevent you from moving forward. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to appreciate the beauty of each moment and find joy in the present. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and focus on the sensations you experience in the present moment. Notice the feeling of your body as it sits or lies down, the sounds you hear around you, and the thoughts that pass through your mind. Emotional balance. Developing emotional balance is crucial for maintaining an unshakable state of mind. When you're emotionally balanced, you're able to respond to challenges and setbacks in a calm and thoughtful manner. Jung believed that emotional balance is essential for living a fulfilling life. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but rather learning to express them in a healthy and constructive way. Start by developing a routine that works for you. This may include activities such as yoga, meditation, or journaling. It's also important to surround yourself with positive influences and seek professional help if needed. Conclusion. Jung's idea that we should stop caring is a radical yet liberating concept that challenges us to rethink the role of external validation in our lives. By understanding the importance of detachment, self-awareness, and personal growth, we can learn to prioritize our own values and live a life that is true to ourselves. As you continue to reflect on Jung's teachings, remember that the journey towards self-discovery and personal growth is a lifelong process. It's important to be patient with yourself and to celebrate every small victory along the way. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stop caring, live your truth, and be unshakable.